All right, fam. I'm back. Vegas Eagle. Post Monday Night Football against Seattle. It was terrible. I guess I know I missed an episode last week after we lost to the Browns because of Thanksgiving. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving out there. Um, we don't need to go too much into the Browns one since I'm a little late on that one, but suffice to say the weather didn't help. Baker Mayfield actually fumbled close to the goal line, which really changed the complexion of that game. They called a BS forward progress stoppage when it was clearly a fumble on him when the game was in reach. But that being said, Carson Wentz wasn't good enough, and yeah, the team just wasn't good enough in that game. It was ugly. It was ugly, and the glass half full approach is that maybe because the weather was so bad, it was pouring rain there, that was really hampered the offense. But at this point, there's just too much evidence. There's something really wrong with the offense. And I came out of that game thinking to myself, well, do we start Wentz for a game? I mean, his salary cap situation makes it prohibitive to even think about trading him or cutting him or that kind of stuff. And I don't think we should anyway because we know he has the talent. I know he has it in him. We saw it in 2017. We saw it last year when he took a bunch of nobodies and won the division for us. But he's been really, really, really bad this year, and I don't know why the regression is happening. It doesn't make any sense to me. But so I was for maybe benching him for a game just to let him clear his head and go with Hurts tonight. But they went with Wentz, and really Hurts was only on the field for I think it was only 2 or 3 plays. Um, but on to tonight, I mean, my God, the first half it was just so ugly. I can't even believe it. No first downs. I think they went the first 5 drives without a first down. That's just pitiful. And DK Metcalf killed us again. It was almost a carbon copy of the wild card game. Unbelievable. And it was even 17-9 at one point, just like the wild card game ended last year. So I guess recapping the game, I mean the defense played well. You had the goal line stop, and then another fourth down stop to keep it scoreless in the first quarter. But Wentz really was just. I'm at a loss. I just he's missing guys, and even passes like he missed. I feel like Goddard is like his go-to guy now. I don't know what happened to Travis Fulgham, but even the passes that he threw to Goddard, some of those were great catches. They were behind him, and Goddard still caught him. Another one, a couple of pass interference plays that the Eagles got. Those could have been touchdowns if he leads Goddard to as he's running. But he threw it short, and then Goddard creates the pass interference. So it worked out okay, but those plays could have been touchdowns. I was actually really for pulling Carson in the game and just letting Hurts finish the game. But with Wentz finishing the game, at least they made a little bit of noise. They got it to 14-9, and then it was 17-9, 20-9. And then the Eagles get this Hail Mary at the end. Although it made me at least happy to screw over the people that took the Seahawks at 6.5, just to stick it to them for betting against the Eagles to get the 2-point conversion on top of the Hail Mary to make it 6. So that made me feel marginally better, but it was still a horrible, horrible game. Now going forward, I mean, I'm going to go back to the truth board, which is starting to come into focus more. I'm trying my best here to stay positive, but it's really hard. I mean, I feel like the team has just lost its focus completely, and Carson's regressing, and I just don't I have no explanation why. I'm hoping that with Zach Ertz coming back, hopefully for the Green Bay game, there's hopefully is some word on Deshaun Jackson getting close. And remember, I mean, I don't want to be too positive because I'm pretty down in the dumps right now, but I got to stay disciplined. We said back before tonight's game against Seattle and before the Cleveland game that we just needed to win one of those 5 games. Well, the first 2 are out. We've lost. We've got 3 more shots. Now, the only other wrinkle in my truth board here is that Joe Burrow injury really hurt us. And the reason I say that is because he hurt his knee against the Redskins, or the Racists, I'm sorry. And, that game, the Racists won 20-9, and I firmly believe that when Burrow went out, when the Bengals were winning, I really believe that they would have won that game absent that. And then if you watch the midgets this weekend against the Bengals, again, Brandon Allen, the backup for Burrow, was horrible, and the Giants barely won. It was 19-17, and the Bengals were going in for a game-winning field goal when Brandon Allen fumbled. I really think the Bengals could have won that game. It's a shame that the Bengals, who played the racists and the Giants, and I was hoping that they could steal a win against one of those teams, but it didn't work out. But mostly, the truth board is still in. We're still on schedule, with the one exception that the Cowboys beat the Vikings, but I didn't think that was going to happen. But let's just take a look closer, because I think that racist win over the Cowboys on Thanksgiving helped us a little bit. But let's just look again. Keep the eye on the prize. I know everybody's depressed right now, just like I am, but we got to stay disciplined and stay to the truth board, because the truth and the stats are right there. So let's look closely. I still say 6-9-1 wins the NFC East. Okay, so that means we got to win 3 more games. We got to beat the racists, we got to beat Dallas, and we got to win one of the next 3 games. I think the at Green Bay game is the hardest game on the schedule. I really don't think we have any chance. I think we're going to get blown out. I think it's going to be ugly. So I think we're going to lose there. But then I still think Saints at home, again, there will not be Drew Brees for this game. Trust me on this one. He's not going to be playing against the Eagles. So it's going to be Taysom Hill again. And then we're at Arizona. I mean, Arizona, they seem to be a little bit young with their roller coastering. They lose at the Cheaters today. But it's going to be a tough game no matter what. They lost to Miami at home, so maybe they can lose to the Eagles at home. So, but again, if we got to get one of these 3, and then win at Dallas, and then beat the racists. Okay, so that would get us to 6-9-1, which means we need to get everybody else to 10 losses. You know the drill. We'll go through it one more time now that the games are updating. All right, the Cowboys are 3-8. They just need 2 more losses. They are at the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson is going to be back. They already postponed this game to, I believe, next Tuesday, because the Ravens-Steelers is going to be rescheduled for this Wednesday, and then I think they're pushing Ravens-Cowboys to the next Tuesday. So we'll have Lamar Jackson back. Cowboys are not going into Baltimore winning that game, in a game the Ravens have to stay in the playoff hunt. So that would get them 9 losses. Then they'd have to lose to the Eagles, and that would get them 10. Okay, so that takes care of Dallas. Let's go to the racists. They're 4-7. They're at Pittsburgh. I mean, I hope we can rely on that as being a loss. Okay, so that would get them to 8. Seattle. That would be 9. So we got to have Seattle win in D.C. against the racists. And then at the Eagles, there's your 10th loss. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's move forward to the Giants, who are annoying me that they're still in this, and they're the Giants. Anyway, all right, they're at Seattle next. Okay, that's going to be their 8th loss. And it looks like, I can't even believe I'm valuing Daniel Jones, but I guess he's made some plays that can run around a little bit. So he's going to be out. Colt McCoy will be the starter. They're not winning in Seattle. Okay, then they have a Week 16 game at the Ravens. They've got to lose that game. So again, that would be 8 and 9. Which leaves 3 more games where they have to lose once, either at home to Arizona, at home to Cleveland, or at home to Dallas. I like their chances to lose one of those 3 games. I mean, obviously I'm targeting the Arizona game, but Cleveland's 8-3. I know Cleveland's winning ugly, but that's a game the Giants could absolutely lose. So I'm targeting one of these 2, because you don't want to have to rely on the Cowboys the last game of the year to go into New York and beat them in a meaningless game for the Cowboys. So we got to rank on it. They lose at Seattle, and they lose either to Arizona or Cleveland at home, and they lose at the Ravens. That would get them to 10 losses. I know this is maybe glass half full. You don't want to hear it. But this is very, very doable. The Eagles just got to steal one of these 3 games. Get healthier, and I truly believe we just need 1 win. It's getting uglier by the game, but 1 win can swing everything. So let's just hope that, I mean, I think we need a beyond a miracle to win in Green Bay. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just target Saints or Cardinals. And let's target the Saints one because Drew Brees is going to be out. So let's just hope that we can win that game at home against the Saints, get that dub, turn things around. I don't think it's going to get any better this Sunday in Green Bay. So even if we lose Green Bay, prepare to lose. But the most important thing on Sunday is not the Eagles-Packers game. The most important thing on Sunday is that the Cowboys lose at the Ravens this weekend or on Tuesday when they play. The Racists lose in Pittsburgh, and the Giants lose in Seattle. All three of those things must happen this weekend, and it's far more important than the Eagles-Packers game because I just don't see the Eagles having a chance in that game against Green Bay. So chalk it up to a loss now. Just make sure that these three things happen this weekend, and then we're still on par, and then just focus like a laser in that Saints or Cardinals games. All right, fam, I'm kind of depressed, but at least no one got hurt tonight, it looks like. So that's good. We'll see if Jalen Hurts maybe gets the start in Green Bay. I think that's kind of a murderer's row to throw him to the wolves in that game, but I wouldn't be opposed to sitting Wentz for a game and just letting Jalen Hurts have a game as starter in Green Bay and then going back to Wentz for the game against the Saints. That's about it, fam. Get ready for the holiday season. Cyber Monday. Buy your gifts. It's the Vegas Eagle. I'm out.